Hi, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Today we are going to talk about why strength training is important. We all know we should do it, but there are a lot of reasons that I think a lot of people skip on, other than like we want to burn fat, we want to, tone our bodies. There's a lot else that it's going to be doing. And I think a lot of us are just kind of really unaware as to what all the benefits are for strength training and why I push weight so much in my program as opposed to cardio. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. Strength training, weight training, resistance training. That can be even body weight training, anything with light weights, bands, mini bands, all that kind of stuff. And why it's important for our bodies. Many people are so focused on being more active and they're not really sure why. So it's important to have that balance between strength and then some cardiovascular training as well. And we're going to get into that. So the first reason that I like to get people strength training is building muscle. So as we age, you will actually lose muscle. So on average, we lose about 2 to 3% of our muscle mass at the age of 30. So we want to be able to replenish that, and building strength and strength training is going to do that. So it's focused on increasing muscle and improving flexibility, which I think we could all benefit from, right? With regular strength training, we're able to combat those losses, that 2 to 3% loss, and reduce the loss of our muscle mass, for lack of better words, and maintain our strength as we age. So super, super important. Injury prevention is another big key in strength training. So strength training is a safe environment. It's a key aspect to our injury prevention. Many injuries occur to our muscles, our ligaments, our tendons, those connective tissues that hold all your bones together. And then these tissues, when they're weak, there's an increased risk for injury. Just doing little things like putting on a jacket. Sometimes you twist the wrong way and tweak things, right? And the more we strength train, the less this is going to happen. All right, so studies have shown that regular strength training, we can reduce our risk to these, reduce our risk of injury to these muscles and ligaments and tendons. It has also been shown to improve our flexibility and balance. So when we are exercising, performing those moves to a full range of motion, we're increasing the flexibility, increasing the balance, which is going to help prevent injuries as well. All right, because we're better able to handle all of our daily obstacles. Stronger bones. This is a huge one, especially with women. So we lose density in our bones as we age. Strength training is actually going to help combat that. And personal story, when I was young, I was really sick. I was on prednisone, heavy doses of that. And one of the biggest things my doctor was worried about with me being on such a high dose of prednisone was that my bone density was going to drop drastically. Now they told me, don't exercise, don't stress your body out, it's not good with your autoimmune disease, you shouldn't be doing this, but I don't listen. So I strength trained and I exercised a lot. And a year later, I went back to the same doctor. We had my bone density tested, and he was actually blown away that I had not lost any density in my bones. I was still, young, spry chicken, and they were doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing. And he attributed that all to my strength training. So huge believer in this. And it is so important because we don't want those bones getting frail as we age. All right, osteoporosis is often identified to decrease in those that are strength training. So super important. And it doesn't have to be crazy heavy weights either, right? So just that resistance training. Increased productivity is another reason why we strength train. Again, numerous studies have shown that regular exercise, including strength training, can increase your productivity. So when you add exercise into your routine, you're boosting your blood flow through the body, which increases your flow to the brain, which increases your alertness, focus, and improve your job performance. All right. As a result of that increased blood flow, your body is better able to transfer glucose and oxygen to your brain and body, which is going to result in increased energy levels. All right. Boosting your mood. So we all know that after a workout, we just feel better. We might go into it, we have no motivation, we don't want to do it, but then you do it and you feel way better. So that is probably one of my favorite reasons to strength train. So during and after exercise, you release mood boosting hormones known as endorphins. And I believe most of us already know this, but just a good reminder. So it boosts your mood after an exercise session and while you're in it, really. So even when you don't feel like it, a small bout of exercise, whether it be like a walk around the park, doing 100 squats or doing some push-ups, just something to give yourself a little bit of a resistance and challenge your body, is going to help boost your mood and increase your energy. All right. Protecting the heart. So when you think of exercise for the heart, what do you think of? I think of jump rope for heart, which is super dating myself. I'm going to grab my coffee here because I'm getting a little parched from talking so much. So that's really what I think of. So I think of that cardio, right? And that's a good exercise. Strength training is a great tool that's often forgot about when you're thinking about strengthening your heart, but your heart is a muscle, right? Studies have shown that regular strength training can play a huge role in preventing heart disease and help reduce the risk for those who currently have heart disease. So if you are struggling with that, adding in a strength training program is going to help. It can help lower your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and boost your heart health as well. Cutting down your risk on disease. So there's more than just physical benefits of strength training. And one of the greatest benefits is that it can help reduce your risk of disease, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, arthritis, hypertension, and the list goes on. So with increased strength training, your body is better able to stay healthy and strong. And as I mentioned before, strength training increases your bone strength, keeps your heart healthy and strong, and can help regulate your blood pressure, your blood cholesterol, and your blood glucose. All of these are positive benefits for help preventing disease. It works out your brain, of course, so important. Multiple studies, again, so many studies, are linked to strength training and healthy brain aging. A study was completed in Australia, actually, that compared the use of strength training, brain games, and the stretching program. And the results showed that as people became stronger, their brain health actually improved. Specifically, memory can be improved in those that have onset dementia or, mild cognitive memory impairment. So exercise is a great way to boost that blood flow, which increases a chemical in the brain that promotes health. All right. Just a couple more here. Stress relief. Of course, I've talked about this over and over and over again, but stress is a daily life get to us, right? And everyone has stress in their life, and at different times, it's different levels. It impacts us differently, but it can be overwhelming at times. But again, the research shows that strength training can help combat that feeling of stress. So those who regularly strength train tend to have lower levels of the stress hormones circulating, such as cortisol, compared to those who are sedentary. So And I feel like proof is in the pudding. If you look at me, I'm not very stressed out at all. And I strength train regularly. So, I mean, there's a few things that go into that. But I do believe that strength training really did save my life when I was sick. So, super, super thankful that I had that. The last one improves your sleep. So, many of us have suffered from restless or sleepless nights, and we often try different herbal remedies, pills, natural remedies to help get extra sleep, right? A lot of people are trying CBD for sleep. Now I have so many people in my circle that have different issues with sleeping, and exercise is always what I recommend to them. So again, the studies have shown that regular sleep training can help improve, regular strength training can help improve your sleep. So exercise has an impact on our hormones such as that cortisol and dopamine, which can impact our sleep cycle. With regular exercise, our bodies are better able to regulate those hormones, resulting in a better sleep. So 10 reasons, I was only going to talk about 5, 10 reasons why strength training is so important. So I thank you for spending time with me. You know, if you've trained with me, what you are training with me, that I really focus my programs on the strength training. I deal with a lot of women, I deal with a lot of postpartum, I deal with a lot of aging women, and strength training is so vital in our overall health. So with that, I welcome you to log off Facebook and go and get a workout in. All right, thank you guys so much for joining again. Hopefully you're having a fabulous week, and we will talk soon. Bye.